Good morning, sir. My name is Shreyas Bhatt. I am from Tripoli branch, and my roll number is 048. Today's topic I would like to present is wind energy. Wind energy has been used by the humans since time immemorial. Many of our ancestors used wind energy for using for their daily needs like churning wheat, making electricity, and even pumping water from the water reservoirs. Nowadays, wind energy is used in making electricity. They are popular, sustainable, and renewable sources of energy, which are gaining popularity in today's time. And they also have much smaller impact on our environment, which is very important for our present world. Wind energy, the characteristics of wind energy are, it is an intermediate in nature. Wind power systems do not contribute any pollution to the atmosphere. They are renewable source of energy, and it is available in dilute form. And the last point is the availability of wind energy varies over day and also in seasons. This necessitates the use of storage devices. Now let's move on to the wind velocity and power from wind. Due to the motion of wind, it possesses certain energy. Windmills are a device which converts kinetic energy that is generated by winds to mechanical energy. This wind energy depends on wind speed, gross section of wind speed swept by rotor, and that's it. We know that according to kinetic energy equation, half mv square, where m is mass and v is velocity of wind. Now, if we substitute the value of mass by rho av, then where rho is air density, v is wind speed, and m is mass of air, we can write the whole equation in the form of half rho a v square, where v is v cube. The kinetic energy would be half rho a v cube, where v is velocity of wind. Here you can see by the graph how rotors would rotate accordingly. Here in y-axis we have wind speed, and in x-axis we have wind direction. We see this curve as a sinusoidal curve, which signifies that rotor also works in a sinusoidal way. Then let's move on to the pressure that wind exerts on rotor. Here you can see that x-axis, we see that there is gradual increase of pressure. After that, there is sudden decline in pressure, and again there is gradual increase, which signifies ambient pressure. So wind energy can be classified on the basis of the location of wind turbine. Those are onshore wind energy and offshore wind energy. Onshore wind energy is the power that is generated by wind turbines located on land. So offshore will be the power that is generated by wind turbines located in the sea. Now let's move on to the advantages of onshore wind power. First is they have reduced environmental impact, and they are cost efficient, and also they are quicker in installation and maintenance. And the last is they create job creation. Disadvantages of the same are changing wind speed, no wind generation, effect on people and nature, and last will be lesser power generation. Now let's move on to offshore wind energy. Advantages of offshore wind energy are, it is more efficient than onshore wind energy. It has reduced environmental impact, and it has more space to construct it. Disadvantages are higher cost and higher maintenance and less local environment. So now let's move on to the components of wind turbine. These are, as you can see, these are two types of wind turbine. One is having vertical axis and the other is one is having horizontal axis and the other is having vertical axis. But in both of these turbines, there are three main things common. One is rotor blade, the second is gearbox, and the third is generator. We can see here about hub height. Hub height is the distance between the base and the wind direction for the rotor and for the center of the rotor. Let's move on to rotor blade. Rotor blades are blades when wind attacks on these rotor blades, they rotate, and this rotation creates kinetic energy. And this kinetic energy is transferred in the gearbox of the wind turbine. Now, the work of the gearbox is to transfer this kinetic energy to the generator, where this kinetic energy gets converted into wind energy. Electrical energy. Generator spins in such a way that the kinetic energy can be converted into electrical energy, and hence it gets stored. Now let's move on to comparison between vertical axis wind turbine and horizontal axis wind turbine. Vertical axis wind turbine can spin in light speeds, while horizontal axis wind turbine can spin in high wind speed. Vertical axis wind turbine has no or very less maintenance cost, while horizontal axis wind turbine needs for replacement of bearing, lubricants, etc. That means it needs very high maintenance. Now, vertical axis wind turbine has major component at ground levels, while horizontal axis wind turbine has major components at the height of the tall tower. Vertical axis wind turbines has cost per kilowatt per hour is less, while for horizontal axis wind turbine cost per kilowatt hour is more. Vertical axis wind turbine has longer lifespan, while horizontal axis wind turbine has less lifespan. In this way, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.